Hello, this week Learning Partner is bringing to you a P3 and P4 composition about food poisoning. It's a picture-based composition. If you look at the pictures here, you will see that the three pictures are arranged in order, and in the last box is actually a question mark. So the question mark actually gives the pupil the freedom to come up with a conclusion of his own. The new format is actually the three pictures will not be arranged in order, and then the children, the pupil, will have the freedom to use either one picture, two pictures, or three pictures to write his story. But actually, most of the time, right, the children will actually end up using all three pictures to link their story, and then they will conclude the story accordingly. They will actually do it with the help of vocabulary that's also given in the question. Okay, so that's why I'm actually not jumbling up the picture, because I find that in most cases, most of the time, the pupils are able to order the pictures without any problem. Okay, so we have here this case. It's a story about food poisoning. We can see two children here eating something. It looks suspiciously like ice kacang in a hawker center. We can see that the hawker center is actually not very hygienic, that there's all this used crockery that's still on the table. And then in the second picture, we see the two children, the same children at home, and now the boy is having a stomach ache and he's also throwing up. Okay, and then in the third picture, we have changed venue. The boy is now in a clinic, and this man, who's obviously a doctor, is attending to him. And this woman here is most probably the boy's mother. So what would be the conclusion here? The most apt conclusion I find in these cases, right, would actually be the boy's feeling. Well, some of you might say the mommy gave him a ticking, okay, afterwards, told him off for eating at dirty places, maybe told off the sister as well. Okay, that's possible, but I find that in this case, he has already been sufficiently punished by suffering from food poisoning. So I will actually end the story with him having learned his lesson. Let's also take a look at the helping words that's given. So you have hawker center, very common place in Singapore. Ice kacang, I'm sure you all know what that is as well. The dessert that's made from shaved ice and sugared colouring, as well as red beans, chendol and jelly. Sometimes you have atap tea as well, the seeds of atap plants. Filthy means very dirty. In this case, obviously used to describe the condition of the hawker center. Stomach ache, okay, a pain in the tummy. Threw up is another word for vomiting. And doctor, okay, so here you have the helping words, and the pictures that the story is based on. So subsequently, I will actually firstly go through the vocabulary you need for a clinic visit. I think going to a hawker center, ordering food and being sick, most of you would be familiar with that. Some children may need more help with the words and phrases used to describe a visit to the clinic. So I'll actually be going through those words and phrases, and subsequently you can actually use if you come across a story whereby you get food poisoning, or even like when a child gets sick because he has been caught in the rain, or maybe someone had a fall or cut himself and needed a visit to the doctor, you can actually use these words and phrases to describe the trip to the clinic. In video 2, we will go through the words and phrases to describe a trip to the clinic, and in video 3, we will go through the sample story.